In the heart of the ninth inning, with the tying run perched precariously at third base, a fleeting fly ball arced into shallow right field. Time seemed to distill into a single, agonizing frame.
A right fielder, charging with the desperate abandon of a man possessed, launched himself forward. His glove met the ball with a decisive thud, a Superman-esque grab that stole breath from lungs. But the play wasn't over. With an almost impossible velocity, he unleashed a throw, a missile screaming towards home plate, locking the runner in a frozen tableau, denying him the dream of tying the game. That one electrifying moment, a mere blink in the grand tapestry of a baseball season, encapsulates the raw, unscripted drama that defines America's pastime. It wasn't just a highlight. It was a testament to the split-second decisions and monumental efforts that breathe life into every pitch, every swing, every throw. This was more than a routine spring training encounter between the Los Angeles Angels and the Los Angeles Dodgers at Camelback Ranch. It was a miniature epic, a micro-saga of aspirations and struggles, of promising debuts and hard-earned triumphs. On this sun-drenched Sunday afternoon in Arizona, amidst the casual hum of exhibition play, a narrative rich with lessons for the season ahead began to unfold. For the Angels, arriving from Tempe, it was an opportunity to test their mettle and define their identity, especially after 2 consecutive seasons marred by 90-plus losses, a stark absence from the postseason since their 2014 American League West title. For the Dodgers, a perennial powerhouse, it was a chance to integrate new faces, fine-tune established stars, and nurture the next generation of talent. The stakes, while not inscribed in the standings, were profoundly personal for every player on that field. The game ignited with an immediate spark, setting an early, unexpected tone. The Angels' first batter, Nelson Rada, laid down a bunt that, in a flash of chaotic athleticism, was misplayed by Muncy at third base, allowing Rada to reach first safely. It was an unconventional start, hinting at the unpredictable nature of the contest to come. The tension ratcheted up when Nick Madrigal, a non-roster invitee desperately battling for a spot on the Angels club, saw Rada take off for second. The throw from catcher Lejaragala Alonso was too late, giving the Angels a runner in scoring position. Yet the Dodgers' defense, spearheaded by the sensational Mookie Betts, who had seamlessly transitioned from right field to shortstop, displayed its inherent brilliance. Betts, a man whose dedication to his craft saw him working extra on the field every day, was already showcasing the defensive prowess that had so impressed onlookers last season. He stifled Madrigal's chopper with a leaping, acrobatic throw to first, showcasing the kind of Gold Glove caliber play that defines his exceptionalism. But the real drama began with Landon Knack on the mound for the Dodgers. Knack, a young right-hander, found himself immediately in deep water. Devin Grissom, the designated hitter for the Angels, stepped to the plate and, with a powerful, authoritative swing, launched a towering drive high and deep to left center field. Andy Paez, tracking the ball, ran out of room, and the ball sailed over the fence. A 2-run home run. Just like that, the Angels had seized a 2-0 lead, a statement of intent from an offense searching for much-needed firepower. The Angels, yearning for a return to contention, had for so long struggled with a deficit in home runs. This early blast was a jolt of optimism. Yet before the echo of Grissom's bat could fully fade, Logan O'Hoppe stepped up. Knack delivered a pitch that, like its predecessor, hung just a fraction too long, a mistake in location that O'Hoppe punished with extreme prejudice. Another high and deep shot to center, another ball sailing over the wall, back-to-back home runs. Suddenly, the Angels were up 3-0. It was a brutal, swift unraveling for Knack, a stark reminder that in baseball, as in real estate, location, location, location is everything, and he was struggling to find his mark. His pitches, described as less than stellar location, were being absolutely hammered, threatening to derail his outing before it had truly begun. The implications of Knack's early struggles extended beyond the immediate score. For a young pitcher in spring training, every outing is an audition, a delicate balance between development and immediate performance. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, a figure known for his keen player management and strategic acumen, made the tough call.
He walked to the mound, a rare sight in the first inning, to pull Knack from the game. This wasn't a rebuke, but a conversation, a moment of profound personal connection between manager and player.
The commentators noted, "This is where you learn to trust the manager, and for manager learns to trust the pitcher." It was a private exchange, a moment of mentorship and strategic thinking that speaks volumes about the culture within the Dodgers organization. It hinted at the unseen battles, the psychological fortitude required, and the careful cultivation of talent that underlies even exhibition play. The Angels' surge, however, was temporary. As the game progressed, the Dodgers began their methodical crawl back into contention.
Reed Detmers, the Angels starter, who once authored a no-hitter, faced the formidable Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez, whose spring training numbers suggested a player ready to explode, delivered a ground ball up the middle for a base hit, his 7th of the spring.
It was a testament to his improved plate discipline and renewed threat at the plate. Then came Freddie, understood to be Freddie Freeman, who sent a ball screaming to left field, off the wall.
The ensuing RBI double brought home a run, narrowing the Angels' lead to 3-1. The Dodgers were chipping away, leveraging their veteran experience and potent lineup.
The game moved with the relentless rhythm of baseball. Each pitch a tiny victory or defeat.
In the bottom of the second, Elio Alonso looped a single into right field, followed by a shallow fly ball to center. Chris Taylor made the catch, but Earhart tagged up from third, scoring on the sacrifice fly. Just like that, it was a one-run game, 3-2. The Angels' initial offensive explosion had been answered by the Dodgers' patient, strategic scoring, transforming the contest into a tense, back-and-forth affair.
The middle innings saw a shift in momentum, a steady erosion of the Angels' early advantage. New pitchers entered the fray, each trying to hold the line to make their case for a roster spot.
Ryan Johnson, for the Angels, faced Kendall George, a promising young Dodger prospect. George's ground ball to second resulted in an out, but the pressure continued to mount. The game truly swung in the bottom of the sixth. James Tibbs III, a name that would resonate deeply by game's end, stepped to the plate for the Dodgers. Tibbs, with a powerful, controlled swing, lined a ball down the left field side, tracing the foul pole. The trajectory left everyone holding their breath, wondering if it would stay fair. It did. A home run, an opposite field shot that landed just inside the left field foul pole. It wasn't just a home run, it was a game-tying blast, a moment of pure exhilaration. The score was now 3-3. The commentator perfectly encapsulated the moment, not just because of the home run, but the location of the pitch and going with it. It was a demonstration of immense skill, taking a tough pitch the other way, a sign of maturity and power from the young Dodger prospect. Tibbs' first spring training home run with the Dodgers served as a seismic shift, igniting the crowd and revitalizing the home team. The tie, however, was short-lived. In the bottom of the seventh, the Dodgers pressed their advantage. Logan Wagner led off with a sharp crack down the first base line that glanced off Mancini's glove, finding its way into right field. A man on base. The Dodgers, sensing an opportunity, turned up the heat. With Wagner on first, the next batter, Miller, hit a ball down the first baseline. Wagner took off, racing around second and almost to third, while Miller hustled into second with a two-base hit. The Angels were reeling, facing a growing tide of Dodger offense. The stage was set for the decisive blow. Nevin stepped up to the plate and, with runners in scoring position, drove a ball into right center field. Hope, the runner on third, rounded the bag and raced for home. The throw came in, but Nevin had done his job. The Dodgers had taken the lead for the first time, 4-3. 3 consecutive knocks had turned the tide decisively, showcasing the relentless pressure of a well-executed offensive inning. As the game ventured into the top of the ninth, the atmosphere crackled with newfound intensity.
A one-run lead, the Dodgers clinging to victory. Cody Morris, a tall left-hander drafted in the 12th round, took the mound for the Angels. This was his moment, a chance to close out a tight game. But the pressure was palpable.
Morris struggled, walking Emer Sanchez, the Angels' leadoff batter. The tying run was now on base, and the tension inside Camelback Ranch became almost unbearable.
The broadcast even paused for a moment to discuss a curious detail. The Dodgers' new zero jerseys, like Morris's 06, which were proving surprisingly popular among the players. It was a fleeting, almost surreal interlude in the midst of mounting pressure, a small human touch in a high-stakes moment. The Angels, refusing to yield, continued to fight. Nico Cavaninas, the first baseman, struck out, bringing Kyron Paris to the plate. Paris, a former Cub who now wore 16 for the Dodgers after his preferred 7 was taken, found himself in a crucial spot.
He floated a ball into left field, an awkward, broken bat blooper that nonetheless found a patch of grass. Sanchez, the tying run, rounded second and headed for third.
Paris, with surprising speed, hustled into second, beating the throw. Suddenly, with one out, the Angels had runners on second and third. The game was truly on the line. The Dodgers, responding to the imminent threat, brought their infield in, anticipating a play at the plate. Rowdy Rodriguez stepped into the batter's box, representing the Angels' last desperate hope. The pitch from Morris was high, a ball, reflecting the pitcher's visible nerves. Rodriguez, undeterred, swung at the next offering, lifting it into shallow right field. This was it. The fate of the game, the momentum of the day, rested on this single play. The right fielder, Newell, burst forward. He wasn't just running, he was flying, a human projectile aimed at the descending baseball. With an incredible, Superman-like effort, he made the catch, a spectacular grab that brought the crowd to its feet. But the drama was far from over. Sanchez, the tying run at third, had no choice but to hold, pinned by the exceptional play. Newell, with an arm that seemed to defy the laws of physics, unleashed a rocket throw towards home plate. It was a perfect, powerful arc, a declaration of defensive dominance. The throw was so precise, so timely, that even if Sanchez had tagged, it would have been a perilous dash. The Angels, stunned by the sheer athleticism, were now down to their final out. The tying run remained at third, the go-ahead run at second, but the momentum had shifted, decisively, with Newell's singular brilliance. Tucker Flint, the Angels' right fielder, was the last hope. The game was a tightrope walk, every breath a collective gasp. The pitch came. Flint swung, making contact, sending a ground ball to second base. Austin Gauthier, the Dodgers' second baseman, fielded it cleanly. He calmly made the throw to first, securing the final out. The game was over. The Dodgers had held on, emerging victorious with a 4-3 win. It was a testament to their resilience, their ability to chip away, and ultimately their clutch defense in the face of immense pressure. This game, seemingly just another spring training highlight, was a microcosm of baseball itself. It revealed the raw ambition of players like Nick Madrigal and Landon Knack fighting for their careers. It showcased the consistent brilliance of veterans like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. It celebrated the explosive potential of rising stars like James Tibbs III, whose game-tying homer will be replayed in his personal highlight reel for years to come. And it elevated a single defensive play, Newell's catch and throw, into a moment of breathtaking, game-saving heroism. It wasn't about championships or playoff berths. It was about the integrity of the game, the unfolding drama of individual effort converging into a team outcome. It was about the delicate dance between triumph and despair, played out in 9 innings under the Arizona sun. This exhibition game, often dismissed as inconsequential, served as a profound reminder of why we are drawn to baseball, for its unpredictable narratives, its sudden shifts in fortune, and the indelible moments of human striving that etch themselves into memory long after the final out has been made. As the cheers subsided and the players exited the field, one couldn't help but wonder about the countless silent stories unfolding across every diamond, in every league, every single day.
What other unwritten chapters, what other breathtaking moments of athletic artistry are waiting to be unveiled? How many more games will hinge on a single audacious throw? The beauty of baseball lies not just in its statistics, but in these very human dramas, playing out in real time, inviting us to witness the unpredictable spectacle of aspiration, skill, and the relentless pursuit of victory.